Sit here.
Got it. Hi, Mr. Jackson. How are you feeling today?
Excited about the long lines and the kidding enthusiasm for voting. I'm concerned that this many people voting with one day to vote is a form of voter suppression. People should have an extended period of time to vote. When you're in long lines, maybe 2 or 3 hours, the machines may break down. Or it could be a bad weather day. And so lack of access to vote undercuts the vote. But people are voting today, and that's exciting. I think the issues that matter are coming through now. With all of the nasty ads behind us, people are thinking about pay equity for women, workable wages, wages that pay for people who work every day, student loan debt reduction. People are thinking about issues. The idea of deporting 15 million people is an abhorrent thought and very destabilizing to our country. Issues that really matter are coming through now.
Do you think there will be a record turnout today in Philadelphia?
There will be a record turnout in Philadelphia and in Detroit and around the nation. But we really must review now. We have 50 separate state and unequal elections. Every state has its own rules. And that's why in 2000, the winner was the loser was the winner. Bush lost and won. Gore won and lost. Because the state had the right to stop the count. Bush won by 537 votes, with 27,000 black votes uncounted in DeVal County. That must not be allowed to happen again in any state. It's unfair. What makes athletics rate the playing field is we want an even playing field when it comes to voting right now. We don't have that really.
How do you think that the Democratic Party will grow after this election, given if Trump doesn't win, Trump loses, and that demographic gets sent a message that this is not acceptable anymore, and you have a new force of progressives coming into the Democratic Party? Where do you see the Democratic Party going?
In 1965, blacks had the right to vote for the first time in 80 years. White women couldn't serve on juries. 18-year-olds couldn't vote. You couldn't vote on college campus. You couldn't vote bilingually. That generation brought in President Barack Obama. When Bill Clinton won, Dole and McCain got more votes. Dole and Bush got more votes than Clinton. He got more black, white, and brown votes. His base was broader, and now the base has gotten even broader. More blacks, more Hispanics, more young people, more women are fighting for equal pay and equal justice. Creates a new definition of American political system.
When Secretary Clinton becomes president, if Secretary Clinton becomes president, how do you see the people in government shifting? Who gets appointed? Do you think there'll be a different type of leadership?
Well, Trump says he wants judges like Scalia and Clarence Summers. She wants judges like Thurgood Marshall and Ms. Ginsburg. She wants a Supreme Court that reflects the nation. But one Supreme Court, the Supreme Courts don't change, they do. One Supreme Court ruled that blacks had no rights, rights were bound to respect. That was a slave-bent Supreme Court. Another Supreme Court rendered separate equally, rendered segregation. That was an apartheid-bent Supreme Court. Now, this Supreme Court must reflect the new America, a women and multicultural, multiracial nation. It must show sensitivity to workers and women and people of color. And that's the kind of Supreme Court that she would have, I'm convinced.
Have you heard anything about Trump's voter suppression efforts?
I have no idea what his numbers are.
That's good to hear. Thank you very much.